Let's admit, very large smartphones are not for everyone, but they have some advantages that other phones lack. I came across the 6.4 inches smartphone that you have probably not heard of. It costs just $130, but I was amazed by how much value it offers. This is Linus, stay tuned for the full TechLineHD review. I'm talking about the Ramos MOS1 Max phone that comes in quite a premium packaging. Inside the box you can find all the usual items that you would expect to come with any phone. The key aspect of this phone is its size, and that is because of a huge 6.4 inches 1080p display, which is surprisingly great, sharp and vibrant for such a cheap phone. Also, the device is made almost entirely of metal, well, except for the top and bottom parts for antennas. The device sits nicely in the hand, but you will definitely need two hands to handle it. I love the fact that there are no moving parts whatsoever. The dual micro SIM card tray stays firmly and the buttons do not rattle, and they have a good tactile feedback. I don't like the fact that we have only on-screen navigation buttons. A great thing is that there is a notification LED light which sits next to the 8 megapixels front-firing camera. Usually, the loudspeakers suck on cheap phones, but I have to tell you that the Ramos MOS1 Max is one of the better phones in this department. Same can be said about the sound quality via the headset jack, as the phone sports a hi-fi audio chip. For the price of just $130, the phone sports some pretty good specs. The device ships with an octa-core MTK 6753 chip, 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, which is however not expandable. The 3D gaming performance is not as good as I expected, as there were quite a few skipped frames even if I played the Asphalt 8 on medium graphics. On the other hand, 2D games work just fine and the phone does not overheat. What I love about this phone is that it ships with the stock Android ROM and the device is pretty fast on the daily basis. I didn't have any hiccups or lag whatsoever. However, we have the outdated Android 5.1 version and I'm not really sure if we are going to see an update to the Android 6.0 anytime soon. As for image quality, you should not expect any stellar results from a cheap phone like this. Still, you may get some nice looking photos that are pretty sharp and detailed. However, the camera has some issues handling dynamic range and there could be a little bit more detail in some of the shots. The selfie camera can take images that will definitely do the trick for social media. Currently I'm shooting in 1080p with the Ramos Max. As the name implies, it's a pretty huge phone. The video quality is just mediocre as on most of the cheap phones. I didn't have any connectivity issues and even the GPS lock speeds and accuracy were okay. The only downside would be that there is no 5 GHz Wi-Fi band support. The battery life is one of the highlights of the Ramos phone as it ships with a beefy 6100 mAh unit. I could not kill the phone in one day and I would say that you will be able to get at least 2 days of moderate usage out of this phone. Also, the phone supports a quick charge tech and I was able to fully charge the device in around 1 hour and 30 minutes. The MOS1 Max was the very first phone made by Ramos that I had a chance to review. I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised by how much value this phone offers. It all starts with the gorgeous 6.4 inches display, excellent all-metal build, great sound quality, stock Android user interface, and awesome battery life. However, the MOS1 Max is not for everyone due to its size. It's not really possible to handle the phone in one hand or even put it in the pocket, but if you are watching this review, you're probably looking for a phablet. Other shortcomings worth considering would be the lack of the microSD card slot, the outdated Android 5.1 user interface, and only the on-screen navigation buttons. Other than that, the Ramos MOS1 Max is a great offering for the price if you are looking for a super sized phone despite a few shortcomings. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, please drop me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and follow TechLineHD on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. See you soon.